And there we are, live on all platforms together. Good evening, everyone. We are live on all the platforms together for the very first time. I would like to know from all the viewers who are going to hear or hearing me over there to confirm through the message that whether you are able to hear my voice or no. We are using this technology for the very first time called Restream Studio for the very first time. And we would like to know that whether you are able to hear me or not. So if you're able to hear, please send me a message right away so that I can understand that you're able to hear my voice. Okay, I am still, oh, fantastic. I am receiving messages that you're able to hear me. Lovely. Cool. Okay, so welcome everyone to the Tuesday live session. Previously, we used to have the live only on the Facebook World of NLP, and now we have the live over here on all the platforms, which is LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and over there on the YouTube. And I'm excited to meet all of you. A lot of people who are meeting me for the very first time. Hello to lovely people. I am Ridhima Dua. I'm a New Code NLP trainer. Yes, the only Indian woman issuing diploma for New Code NLP, signed by Michael Carroll, Carmen Bostic, and John Grinder, who are the co-creators and co-developers for, thank you, Pandit, for the New Code NLP. Well, I do the Facebook Live. I used to do the Facebook Live. Now we are live on all the platforms. This is the first time I'm using Restream. So if in case you find any technical challenge or my voice going low or something, please let me know on the message. So as I was telling all of you that I do live on all the different platforms, on the Facebook platform, on the Facebook platforms. And we do live on the topics on NLP, how to use NLP, and NLP and coaching, change work, all of these concepts. We've been doing Facebook Live from a month, and these are the topics which we cover. Today, Tuesday Q&A Ask Ridhima is a session for all of you who would like to know about NLP, and most importantly, there is a request by so many people on how NLP and affirmations work together. And that's what I'm going to talk about. A lot of people who are new, just to let you know, we work with people for change work, as well as I train coaches using New Code NLP. Thank you, Abdul. I use New Code NLP and I train coaches to use New Code NLP in their coaching work. And let me tell you, from the time I have learned New Code NLP in the year 2018, from John Grinder, Michael Carroll, and Carmen Bostic from NLP Academy, London, visited Portugal, Sesimbra, and met global coaches across and utilized this beautiful work of New Code NLP consistently in my coaching and in my own self-development. I can definitely say that this is one of the tool which I was surprised myself, which works without content and it works directly on the coaching work. Well, today my topic is not New Code NLP. I will talk about New Code NLP later, or if you would like to know more about New Code NLP or Classic Code NLP, you can write to us at connect, CONNECT, connect at i-flame.in. My people are there on all different platforms, and they can send you the email ID on which you can get connected to. So, well, let's talk about today's topic. So today's topic, which I'm going to discuss, is all about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and affirmations. And let me start with the questions which I have received already on the Facebook group, which we have a closed Facebook group of people who are in classic code batches and also in the new code batches. And I think before I go ahead with the questions, there are people who doesn't know about NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, and you're not able to focus on your goals. Okay, we will talk about it. Okay, all right, fine. Thank you so much for your question, LP Talks. So a lot of people who doesn't know about neurolinguistic programming, in very simple terms, people I've been using neurolinguistic programming. It's a toolbox. It's a box which has multiple tools, and these tools can be utilized to create change and achieve your goals, as what LP Talks is talking about, to focus on goals. So, how to achieve your goals, how to get over your negatives, how to focus on the positive, how to get resourceful states, and more importantly, something which I would like to tell all of you is get these states on demand. That's the most important part. You need to get these states on demand, right? So, NLP in a nutshell, is that what you actually work upon. So let me focus today on NLP and affirmations. And I'm sure that most of you who are joining and who are listening to me might have already heard about affirmations. If you have any questions around NLP and affirmations, please write that down. I will take your question first, LP Talks, and then I will move on to the question which I have received already on affirmation. So there's a question by LP Talk, and the question is, I'm not able to focus on my goal. Okay, all right. So what is stopping you? What do you think is stopping you? What do you think is stopping you to be focusing on your goal? If you can let me know that, then we can work upon. Okay, LP Talks? Yes, we are going to talk about affirmations. What is affirmation and what kind of affirmation? Let me close the question which is here. If I'm not able to focus on my goal, the most important question which lies over there for you to answer is, what is stopping me? And the moment I get that, we can work on a very small point. If there is something which is a voice stopping me, if there is something which is something I see and it stops me, if there is something I sit, I start doing thing, and suddenly I lose my state. Is there something like this which happens? If this is happening in all of these scenarios, what is happening is I'm losing my state. All right. And what can I do to build my state? I can use multiple things. For example, I can use affirmation also to build my state. And that is what I can focus on today. Well, I can also, all right. So you hear family issues, LP Talks. If you hear or you see or you feel, it's important for you to know that whether you're hearing or seeing or feeling the family issue. Okay. All right. Fantastic. I would like to know about that so that I can talk to you more about it. I will continue and you can keep writing. I will take that later. The most important point is that each of the point, whether it is family issue, whether it is emotions, whether it is something else, you are not able to focus because you're losing your state. So you're seeing something, failing exam appears, you see things, right? The moment you see things, what I want you to do is, in a very simple format, this is one thing which you can do, and there are multiple things which you can do. If you see yourself failing the exam, I want you to get up from that place, shake it off that time itself immediately. Step number one, get up from this place, shake it off. Number one. Number two, see at something which you like. For example, focus on a picture which you love to see, a color which you love to see, a wall which you love to see. Focus there with your peripheral on. Focus on that specific particular thing. Just focus on that. Number two. And as you start focusing on that gradually in just 30 seconds, then you focus on your breathing. Number three, and you start inhaling and exhaling, and you start thinking about how faster can you write your exam, and start your saying to yourself, how do you move when you write your exam? How would you see yourself when you would write your exam? Okay, and see yourself actually doing that, and speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Make that picture more bigger and bigger, and do it right now as I'm talking to you. Do it right now and make it more bigger and go into it. And the moment you do that, and you do it just 2 or 3 times itself, I can tell you the change which can occur is actually a change at the state level. All right, do it and let me know at connect@iflame.in. Affirmation is one way, but then at all the levels, what you're doing is you're changing your state. Alrighty, let me switch on my fan over here. And I would like to go ahead and answer some other questions. I would like to know, LP Talks, if this answer step by step is clear, number one. And number two, would you be able to execute what I am saying? I believe in applications, I don't believe in talking. So if you will be able to execute it, let me know. If it is not clear, let me know that as well. All right. For more clarifications, you can again connect at i-flame.in. Hello, everyone. All the users have added in. Thank you so much for listening. We are talking about NLP and affirmations, and there is a specific point which we were talking about. It was about how do I focus on my goals. We picked up what is the issue. We picked up for coaches. We picked up appear. Appear is sensory system seeing, and we are changing the way we see. Is that okay? Can we go ahead? Thank you. Thank you so much. I love the feedback. Fantastic. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Let's have some more questions. Okay. What are your questions on NLP and affirmation? I have a question by someone from the chat. And the question is, why is affirmation not working for me? How many of you viewers have this kind of question, that why is affirmation not working for me? Okay, so the question itself is with why. What would make the affirmation work for you is the question. It should be the question, or it can be the question. Well, if you're talking about why affirmation is not working for you, let me talk about what is affirmation. A lot of people doesn't even understand. Hi, Kunal. Hey, Uneet, use of NLP network marketing. Okay, fantastic, Uneet. I will take your question after this. So the first part which I would like to refer is what is affirmation? And then I would like to refer on why affirmation is not working for someone who is talking about it. So what is affirmation? If you go on the Oxford Dictionary and understand the meaning of affirm, it means actually something which is stated empathetically, something which is stated publicly, and that is affirm. Affirmation is a process of affirming, a system, a process through which means an action, a process through which you are affirming, you are affirm something, you're stating it explicitly to public, or which means that if you're affirming to self, you're stating it explicitly to yourself. All right. Now, there is something which is most important is you are affirming day in and day out, each moment in your life. You're actually affirming all the time when you're talking to yourself, isn't it? Right? So you are doing these affirmations all the time whenever you are talking to yourself. You need not sit with yourself and affirm. You are stating a sentence or a word day in and day out, and some of the sentences and words which you are stating empathetically, publicly, explicitly inside for yourself with all the conviction and the commitment to yourself is basically converted into that you have affirmed yourself. Now, anything, whether you're saying, oh, I'm not able to focus on my job, I'm not able to focus on my exam, I'm not able to focus on my goal, is a statement which you're saying to yourself, which itself is an affirmation, right? Because you're saying it so explicitly inside to yourself. So that is a sentence, number one. Now, number two, there are two kind of it. One which is useful and one which may not be useful, which can be corrected. So something which can be corrected, I do not use the word negative. Something which can be corrected and not useful is something like I am not able to focus. I might fail. I'm not good. I do not earn more. I do not have a great relationship. My life is damn bad. There is no opportunity at all. There are no opportunities at all in the market. The market is, going really bad. All of this which you're saying to yourself is a statement which is going to take you more into more like vicious circles like this. And God bless me. Thank you. And what happens is when you say these kind of statements, the kind of frequency which you go inside. Now, there is a book by Dr. David Hawkins, Power versus Force. It talks about frequencies. You go and check that. And it talks about that frequency is all about multiplication. There is no addition or subtraction. You talk something which is positive, it multiplies. You talk something negative, it multiplies. It's kind of a mindset. That's why there are so many books on rich stay rich and poor stay poor. It's all about the mindset, the way they run inside their brain. So when you're going on and on and on in that negative goal, and then oh, this is not good, oh, this is not happening, what technically happens is very simple. Your breathing changes, your frequency of brain changes, your physiology changes, and everything is around you becomes negative and negative and negative and negative and negative. Have you ever thought about कि किसी का कार एक्सीडेंट हो गया, फिर उसके बाद किसी का कुछ हो गया, फिर किसी का कुछ हो गया, फिर किसी का कुछ हो गया, एकदम से सब कुछ 6-7 चीजें एक साथ हो जाना, something like that. All of this is the way my frequency is set with the universe. This is one thing. Although I think that this can be corrected. And please let me tell you, it does not mean that you are responsible and you are the one who has done it. So that is something very, very important for you to understand. Now, let's go back to this word called affirmation. So, what the main point is that you can utilize and correct your statements which you are explicitly talking to yourself. And while you do that, for example, I am worth enough to receive all the abundance in my life. I am worthy enough to have all the love in my life. I am having all the abundance with myself. I'm focused with all the intelligence and knowledge, and I'm utilizing with clarity. Now, when you're saying that, why does not it work? Why it doesn't work? Sorry, why it doesn't work is very simple. Because you're saying it, I'm worthy enough. I am very confident. You're saying, but you're not believing to what you're saying, which means that while you say, your physiology, your congruent, your body, your whole body, you're not congruent to what you're saying. You're not separate, you're one. It doesn't work like this. You're not a separate human being. You're one, right? So you're saying that, yes, I am, these are not some things which is to be, memorized, which is to be spoken like this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. No. Even if you say it 1 or 2 times, but the point is, if you say it and believe it and commit to it what you are, then only it works. It's very important for all of you to understand this, that while you say it with that conviction, technically in the brain, what happens is your physiology shifts, your system inside shifts, your filters shift, your data shift. The moment it shifts, it gives you a new perception, and the output changes. Once the output, the way you're responding to the world changes, your action changes, changes, multiply, 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 multiply. And that is what actually happens in the real world. So why affirmation not work? It's just because you're not committed to what you're saying. You're not congruent to what you say. It's very important for you to be congruent to what you say. I have another question here. Does affirmation to be written? Okay, so there is a subjective answer. If you like to see, you are a visual person and you like to see, great, fantastic. You can hear as well, all right? So you can hear the affirmation also. So you can record your own voice and hear your own affirmation. If you would like to see, hear, and feel throughout that whole body, what would happen is you are then going into what we teach you in NLP. You are utilizing all your sensory acuity. Like, for example, I remember one of my clients who did this visualization feature pace, and she said that I am in a car and this car is long, it's a sedan class, it's a black color, I am sitting on the car, I am moving the gears, it's driving smooth, and it's so windy out there, and I'm enjoying it. She actually has a car now. I can make you meet that girl. The point is, I'm not declaring that it works for everyone. What I'm trying to say is, if it is practiced, committed, and congruent. So utilize your all three systems to practice it inside your mind. That will really help you. Okay, I would move on to next question. I have a question. Affirmation does require actions. Okay, the moment you would start affirming yourself, automatically what happens in your brain, inside your brain, is this. You would say, okay, tomorrow I want to go for, I am very congruent to go for gym. All right, I'm congruent. I really mean it. And I am going to go and hit, and I'm going to do 100 squat in 20 set of 5. All right. So when I sleep at night, have I made my bag ready? Have I made my things ready to make sure that I go and hit? And the actions will automatically click when I'm affirming with congruency. So congruency is very important. Oh yes, I'm going to go to gym. Oh yes, I'm going to go to gym. And tomorrow morning I find an excuse to not to go to gym. Hello boss. Check whether you're really congruent, whether you're really wanting to do that. That's more important, I think. How can I correct my hesitation to commit? Kunal, thank you so much for your question. Your question is, how can I correct my hesitation to commit to something? Can I use NLP to correct this? Okay, fantastic. All right, Kunal, yes. The answer is yes. The point now, Kunal, you can start answering me, okay? I will have question to answer your question. What do you mean by hesitation? What happens when you say, when you feel this hesitation? There is some kind of a feeling which is getting triggered, Kunal, with this word, which you are right now labeling as hesitation. It might not be hesitation, it might be needing some kind of different competencies which is not there internally at this moment with the unconscious. So can we correct, can we utilize NLP unconscious signals work? Can we utilize NLP anchoring work to correct the situation? Absolutely. The answer is yes, Kunal. All right. You can connect with the team to have a personal coaching session to get over this specific point which you are talking about. And a quick check, Kunal. Right now, when you are thinking about hesitation, wherever this particular signal comes to you, I want you to touch that signal and say thank you to it. Okay. And then we will go ahead and work with that signal. Okay, fantastic. When you know that you can, he has written for the other users on Facebook and Insta. Kunal has written from YouTube. He's asking about hesitation. And my question, the answer to my question is not to take action or taking things forward, even when I know I can do things well. That is Kunal is asking. So, answering to me. So when you know, everyone, when you know that you can take the action, you can take the things forward, and but you're not doing that, you can take the action or you can take the things forward, there's still something to be aligned, Kunal. That's why you're not taking it ahead, and that can be corrected by NLP. Yes. What is not aligned is more important for us to find out what is not aligned and what is stopping us to go there. Or do you need congruent states? For example, New Code NLP prepare you with many different kind of states to go and take the actions. Or there is a past behavior or a past thing which has been carried over. So we need to check it. There could be multiple possibilities, and we can check with one of the possibilities and check whether it is working or not. And then we can move forward, Kunal. All right. Does that help you? You can write to connect@iflame.in, Kunal, and we can connect with you for a coaching session. How to inculcate affirmation in growing kid. Okay, all right. Simple. The more you inculcate inside yourself, it will obviously automatically help your kids to learn from you. My son is an example of affirmation. When he used to not to be well, he has it now internally. When he used to not to be well, he used to say to himself that I'm going to be well, mom, tomorrow morning. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be taken care by this fever, by this cold. I'm going to be fine. And next day, I have seen surprises in my own house that he's absolutely fine. So it has been magical for me personally to see how small kid can actually change their life. This amazing. So yes, they can do it. But then again, I have mentioned that in the last Tuesday Facebook Live question and answer session, if I would like my spouse or my kids or my team members to follow NLP and follow these kind of processes inside to change themselves and create this aha moment all the time, what do I need to do is I need to be person who walks the talk. So I do it, and then people start following it automatically. That's what has happened in my house. Uh, all right. How do you know that they procrastinate? Is a challenge there. There's a question by a Facebook user, and she says that no, but the kids procrastinate the feeling of doing affirmations. I am sorry. What I understand is it is your understanding that they're procrastinating. What I'm asking you to do is, I'm asking you to stop telling your kids to do it by telling them, show it to them by your actions that it is working for you, and they will start doing it. This is what has happened with me. Ah, fantastic. There's a question by again one more Facebook user. And the question is, the important thing is, are your affirmation in alignment with your core values, or is it because they're fantasies? Yes or yes? I like this question. Before I go ahead to your question, thank you, YouTube user Kunal Trehan, for following. And thank you for your question. I hope that the answer has given you enough data and we can discuss more later. And you can also go back and check. I will take this question. Affirmations alignment. Yes, it is important if it is aligned or not. Core values may or may not, but the main point is it aligned to what you want and what you're looking for? And number two, are you ready, really, really ready to let go, change yourself with what kind of past behaviors which you have had? For example, let me tell you, I've had a client, I'm sorry for that throat. I've had a client and she said to me that, oh, by affirmations, I got to know that how negative I think and I talk to myself. It's okay. It's absolutely okay to think negative about yourself. It's fine. The point now is number one, affirm that also. That, hey, thought, thank you so much. Now I've decided to move on. I have no space for you. The space is not there. Please go away because the space is required for my new clothes, and that's my new affirmations. So, are you accepting that? It's very important. So, stop blaming yourself that yes, you are thinking negative. It's absolutely okay to think that way. You are in external environment, you are in some kind of processes, you don't know. You are the best version each and every time whenever you are the way you are. There is a presupposition in NLP, and they say that people are utilizing all those resources they have at that moment, right? So they are utilizing those resources they have. So at that time, your maps were limited. Now the time has come when your maps can be expanded, and it is okay. I accept myself the way I was, and I accept myself the way I am today, and I accept myself the better version of myself the next year. So that's very important for all of you. So let me go ahead with one more question, which is there is affirmation fantasies? Yes or yes? Okay. I believe that this is my practical or tested process. Whomsoever is asking this question, I believe strongly, if I'm aligned to something which I want and I am clear this is what I want, I start working towards it, right? That's all. And I commit to work towards it because I believe on it. And when I commit to work towards it and I believe on it, it is not that I haven't failed. I am sorry. A lot of people who see that, yes, I'm successful, I'm good. There are times, there are so many times where I have failed, so many times. I remember in the year 2015 when I had my first NLP training, I had only 3 people. And that were also my friends. And I was like, what's happening? I have failed so many times. I have had great times in myself, inside myself. The point is that while I'm affirming, I'm committing, and I am committing also that it is okay to learn, receive the feedback, learn from each moment, and not to run away, but to stay on that. So staying there, I think, in my opinion, is very important. So it's not about fantasies, it's about believing in yourself and going ahead and going ahead and going ahead. It's very important, according to me. All right, there is a question by Shruti, and Shruti is quoting, what to do when you have doubt in yourself while saying affirmation. All right. So, Shruti, something very important is, or you are asking me what to do when you have doubt in yourself while saying affirmation. Go and check what's the doubt. What is your doubt? What is there stopping you? And work on that doubt, Shruti. You know unconscious signals. Ask the intention of the doubt. What's the intention of this doubt? There is something which has not been worked upon, this mean. So if there is an intention which has not been worked upon, it will keep coming in. Work on it. All right. It's very, very important. Okay, Shruti. So step number one, Shruti, ask what's the intention of this doubt. Step number two, ask what choices can be created. Unconscious, please help me create these choices to satisfy the intention. Do the whole process. Okay. That I can or I cannot. How to change our old belief system. Okay, there is a question on how to change old belief system. I would like to know from all the users, have I answered all your question over here? I would like to know that. I'll be here online for the next 5 more minutes. I will take the question, how to change our old belief system. Okay, viewers, are you able to understand what I'm saying? Are you able to resonate to what I'm saying? Are you able to take it back and apply? It's very important for me to know that. Okay, it's very, very important. Sorry for my bad throat today. It's very important for me to know that. So please take a while and write to me on the chat that yes, you're able to connect and resonate. And I'm moving ahead to the next question in this last 5 minutes. How to change our old belief system. So first of all, the point is that I am already believing that I have a belief system which is not good. So I would like to reframe it. I have a belief system which has worked for me for some intentions and some processes. Fair enough. Now I would like to have some set of new beliefs which can help me expand my maps. This is the reframing which I would like to do when you work on belief systems. Next, the next thing is when you are talking about the frame wherein you are ready to expand your choices and expand yourself, to open yourself with opportunities, please also commit to the change which is going to happen. And in that change, there are so many sayings on change, right? And they say that the diamond, when go through the change, go through its own kind of whole process, wherein at times it is rough. So it is okay to go through it. Number two. Number three, then when you have already decided that you are going to commit and you are ready to change your expand your belief system towards your commitment, towards new actions, then you start with a very small step. And when you start with a very small step, for example, I believe that I can take this kind of a risk which I have not been taking. Make a plan, an actionable plan for yourself, not just in your mind, but actually make a plan for yourself which is going to help you and which is going to work with you. And something more important is model a model. That is what I've learned from NLP. If you model a model of excellence, success is possible. In the NLP classic code, there are so many techniques: anchoring, mapping across for belief systems, the technique of timeline visualization, unconscious signals. There's so many techniques, circle of excellence, state techniques, which help you to create many different kind of new states new beliefs, which will help you to expand and do more, do more, do more. All right. So this is a very interesting topic. Thank you so much, whomsoever has asked this question. Let me go back and check who has asked this question. Okay, I do not know who has asked this, but then thank you so much. It comes from Facebook. Thank you so much for asking this question. I hope that I've answered some part of it. And yes, going through the whole process of the 2 month process, which we do with people in Classic Code, wherein you are going through the weekend classes, you're going through buddy coaching sessions, you're going through my personal coaching sessions. It's like way too much to go through for yourself. Maybe you have never committed yourself with this kind of a time, right? We never have time. So you can commit yourself, say today, I commit to change, and then just get started. It is going to happen on Friday, Saturday weekends. It is going to be extraordinary for working on towards your change. We have practice sessions for making the coaches ready with the practice, as well as we have the platform for you to practice continuously for a year and be in this community to grow yourself and change yourself. And that is what is most important. All righty. I have taken all the questions, and I have few more questions coming there from my WhatsApp group. The question was that what is the best time for doing affirmations? I will take this last question because this is one of the most important question. And another question is about language patterns of NLP and affirmation. These two questions quickly. So the answer to the question on what is the best timing for affirmations. So the answer to this question is understand that our frequency, the way the brain works is while you are awake over here and you have all the external attention, you are listening to me, you're looking at things, you are looking here, you're looking there, you have a lot of external attention right now, right? You are attentive to many things. That is called alpha level. The next level, which is your passive attention. So sometimes you're here, not here. You're kind of a relaxed and then going again. So kind of a passive attention which you give. And then when you give inward attention, which is theta level. So when you're giving internal attention, which means you're breathing, inhaling, exhaling, and you're going inward and you're feeling your whole body and seeing inside and hearing inside and all of that, that connects you to inward. At the time of this inward connection, so a lot of science has said that in between two beta and theta, which is your passive attention to relax and to inward attention, this frequency is the best frequency for you to connect for with yourself and also to say your affirmations. Now, you can say it while you go to sleep. You can say it while you are awake in the morning. You can say it during the day. You can feel it during the day, whenever you want. I think there is no best time. The best time is, are you able to get into that frequency, the best frequency, which is your inward attention? That moment. That's why they say that every day, take out time for yourself. 5 minutes is not more. Take inward attention and go through your inward self for affirmation and affirm this also to yourself. There is a last question on language patterns. So there are many NLP language patterns. I will talk about 5 important words from NLP language patterns. 1, the word can, which is used a lot in affirmations by Louis Hay also and many books. I can do it. I will do it. I can reach here. I can reach this goal. The word I can and I will is basically in NLP called model operator of necessity and possibility. In possibilities, you're saying that there are possibilities. So the word can and will really help in affirmation. The next word, more. So the more you say, the more you reach. The more you do, the more it is easier. The more you're believing, the more it is happening. You're understanding what's happening to your brain. So scientifically, your physiology is changing when you are actually getting into the more it happens, the more it happens. So you're getting into a cause and effect. You are making it inside that it is happening. Okay, so it's a effect of a external more. So it's an effect which is happening inside you. So the more you say, the more it happens. The more you believe, the more it happens. The more you are hearing it, the more it is happening to you. The more you are doing things, the more it is becoming easier to you, and it has become so easier to you. So this is one. So can and will, the first one, the more pattern which you can utilize. The next pattern which I wanted to give away for all of you today on your affirmations is about universal quantifiers. So everyone, all, always, you have utilized this for a negative context, maybe utilize this for a positive context. Everyone around me loves me. All the things gets attracted to me. I am always happy. So universal quantifier is one of the language pattern in NLP, is a third gift which I wanted to give it to all of you. The fourth one in the language pattern which you can utilize for yourself is the words which come under the category of nominalization in NLP. For example, abundance, choices, decisions. I have made all the choices for myself. I am responsible for all the choices which I am making. I am making all the decisions and affirming myself to be committed to it. I have abundance of everything. So these are words which come under the category of nominalization. So you can say these words to yourself as much as you want to, and as you want to say it. And with all of this, there is something which you can also add on using NLP, and that is saying now. The word now has a lot of meaning, everyone. So the word now, I am happy now, I am successful now, I am doing my work now. And when you say it with this marking, with your tonality and with your belief and the way happens, what happens inside the brain again? It goes same. Your physiology change, your breathing change, your state change. It's all about having these kind of states inside your mind. Affirmation is a tool which is changing your state. It's as simple as that. And this is one tool. All right. So these are the language patterns which I wanted to give away. These are these two questions which was asked by Pooja. So thank you, Pooja, for asking this question. I have two more questions. Okay. Alrighty, 2 more minutes quickly, Ridhima. How to change the old conditioning? Okay, the answer is not that easy. There are many different patterns which we run in the classic code, and yes, I can tell you I was not the person the way I look like right now. So if you go through the whole process of NLP, it helps you to change all the old conditioning which you have. All of them? Yes, all of them. If you are ready to commit, you can write your email address over here. My team can reach out to you and we can have a one-on-one discussion on this. It is mandatory to have different affirmations. One set. Oh, okay, Dilip. Love you. Thank you for this interesting question. This question was not asked. It is an important question. Affirmations are set for intentions. So you can set affirmations for intentions. I have a podcast in which I have set affirmations for health, for love, for wealth, for confidence, for anything which you want, right? Okay. So step number one, Dilip, be clear with your intention. What is the intention of what I'm affirming for? All right. Yeah. One thing actually I want to tell all of you is the moment you do not have the set intention, it just doesn't work. It's so important to set your clear intentions. So have the clear intentions, Dilip. That's the most important part. And can you have one set for morning, one set for afternoon, one set for evening? Yes, buddy. Go ahead, discover your own new way. I don't think there can be any way by people. Discover your ways. If this works for you, a combination, it works for you. You know what? At the end, all of you, the most important part which I want to give, I've been talking about affirmations. The most important part which I want to give to all of you is affirmation is just one tool with which you are changing your states. However, I also firmly believe that the moment you change your states, Okay, all right. The moment you play something like, for example, new code NLP games, and you change your state, you wouldn't be actually using affirmations. You wouldn't be saying this and making this like this as a list. Because if you are making this as a list, this means that you're also assuming that there is something in the past which was, or it's something which was not good for you. So it's better to work on that which was not good for you, clean that up, and then you already have it with you, and it just works. At this moment in my life, I will be honest, I am not saying affirmations actually practically. Maybe 8 years back, I used to write and say all of that. I've come to a point where I need not sit and write and say all of that. It is just there within because I'm congruent to what I am. Reach that level with practice. Is it possible? Yes. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for viewing the show. I will see you in the next week on Tuesday, live on all platforms. On the next Tuesday, we have the question and answers on neuro linguistic programming, NLP, and the techniques. There's a technique bag which has been gifted to so many people. If you haven't received it, you can connect with us again at connect@i-flame.in. You can receive that technique bag, and we can have a lot of discussions around it. I'll see you next week, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much from all of you. Okay, we have a question from Insta. How do I stop procrastinating in life through NLP? Thank you, Amita. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Dilip. Okay, this question has not been answered. Niru questions. I'll quickly take this one. Niru, can you connect with me at connect@i-flame.in? I can send you a voice note on this answer because I would like to have some Q&A around it and then answer you so that you actually have the real application on getting over this procrastination. Is that okay with you? Is that a deal? Is that a deal? Okay. Okay, all right. There is a one-on-one coaching pending. Please write an email to connect@i-flame.in and we will make sure that it happens with you. All right. A person who has written to me on the Facebook, thank you. We will make sure that it happens. Neeru, if you're listening to me on the Instagram, please let us know that it is okay with you for the procrastination. NLP can definitely help you over there. All righty, everyone. Thank you so much. I will see you around in the next week. And for any other questions or answers or to connect, write at connect@i-flame.in. Till then, see you. Take care. Affirm yourself that you are the best. You are the best. Bye bye.